Hi, Chuck Atheridge coming at you from Dr. Eland, also known as Faculty Center 287. I don't know, if you know this or not, but I have a baby goat, a spirit animal, watching over me, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. I've had several students contact me and say, look, Dr. E, I don't have a lot of experience. I don't know what to put on my resume. Now, I've put up another video for you to watch in competition, or not, I'm sorry, in addition to this, in the watch listen folder as well. But I wanted to address this directly. This is not unusual. Remember, for many of us early in our careers, either we haven't had a lot of work experience, or maybe we've had jobs that we don't see are directly applicable to the kind of job that we want to do professionally. So, first things first, your college students, for many of you all, this early in your career, part of your experience is your coursework. So one of our students is applying to be a forensic scientist, and so I said, have a section in your resume that says relevant coursework, and in your education section, relevant coursework. That'll be a big part of what you can show as well. But don't discount other types of experience as well. I show you an example of son number 2, note cap and gown. He's gainfully employed, doing well in Houston. But his name's Parker, and he worked throughout his undergraduate education. He had the same job from his junior year in high school until he graduated from TAMUCC, and he did a little bit of volunteer work at church and joined the club for his student organization for his major, which was GIS. So he didn't have a lot to present, but working at the same job, in this case Long John Silver's, for 7 years, he had experience with customer relations. He had an experience with managing inventory. He had experience with opening and closing. He had experience with cash handling. All these things are positions of responsibility that he, and likely you, if you had a job, have skills that you've got to develop. So you've got to identify skills from the work experience that you've had and link them or apply them to the job that you're applying for, as well as Parker was able to do and others are able to do as well. I mentioned that he did some work at church. He, I won't get into the specifics, but basically he supervised what are the equivalent of altar boys. We call them acolytes at our church as well. And so he worked with them, so he had the experience to work and supervise others there as well. He also volunteered at a nonprofit that helps youth as well, and so he was able to list that, worked with youth and things like that. So chances are you have some involvements other than just work. Maybe it's been with a club, if you had an officer position, a position of leadership. Even if you remember, it shows involvement, willingness to go beyond just the minimum as well. And like I said, volunteer experience, work experience. Don't be afraid to list things other than work in other sections of your resume to demonstrate what you've done, because if you've gotten to the point where you're graduating from college, even if you haven't had a lot of formal jobs, you have some experience that you can list and demonstrate that you have the ability to work hard, to be responsible, to exhibit professional behavior, to deal with other people. So I just wanted to mention that. Press ahead, do your best, Pikachu, and also look at the other video. I think it'll be helpful. Thanks a lot, and look forward to seeing your resumes. Thanks. Bye-bye.